Hey everyone, Zazu here. Welcome to the second video in the Beginner Java tutorial series. Today we're going to be running our first ever Java program. Now, before we start coding, we actually need to download a text editor. In this video, I'm going to be using Sublime, but later on, I'm going to show you how we can use NetBeans. So first, we're going to go to our browser, and we're going to go download Sublime. And I'm going to leave this link in the description below. I'm going to grab the Windows version, but you can also grab the Mac version here. I'm going to save it on my downloads. Save. Run the file. Okay, we're going to save it here. Next, next, and install. Okay, now that it's done installing, we can close this, we can close this. So now that we have Sublime installed, we can open it up. And here we go. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make a Java file. So we're going to go File, Save As. We're going to click Save As Type, and we're going to switch to Java. I'm going to save mine on the desktop, and I'm going to call my file name hello.java, and then save. So now this is a Java file, and we can be sure because it says Java on the bottom right of Sublime. So to first start writing a Java file, we need to define a class. So to define a class, we write class, and we need to give a name of the class. And the name of the class has to match the file name. So whatever you wrote here, you have to write here. So in this case, we're going to write hello. And then we're going to have two swirly brackets. Now inside the swirly brackets is our class called hello. Now inside the class, the first thing the Java program does is it looks for a method called main. So we need to give it a method called main. So what we're going to do is we're going to write public static void main string args. Now, I'll explain how what each of these mean in a later video, but for now, just copy exactly like this. So now, this is our main method. Now, inside the main method is where we start writing our Java code. So the first thing we want to do in this Java program, we're going to have just a print statement. So to print in Java, we're going to have to write system with a capital S dot out dot print ln. And then inside here, we're going to write hello world. So this is how we print hello world in Java. You can change this to whatever you want. Just make sure you include these quotes. So now what we need to do is we need to compile this code so that the computer can understand it, and then we can run that compiled code. So we're going to hit save, file save. And now to compile this code, we actually need to go to the command prompt. So go to command prompt. And inside command prompt, what we need to do is we need to navigate to this file. So we're going to go right click on this file, properties, and we're going to grab this location and type cd and paste the location. And there we go. So now we have access to this file. So what we need to do to compile the file is we write Java C. The C stands for compile. And we need to give it the file name. So the file name is hello.java. When we hit enter, give it a second, and notice there's a new folder or new file that comes up, hello.class. Now this is the compiled code. Our JDK compiled our Java code to this class file. So now we can run this class file. To run the class file, we write Java. We don't need the C, and we give it the name, hello. Notice we don't have to write the dot class. Hit enter, and there we go. We ran our first Java program. Now, in the next video, I'm going to show you how we can use NetBeans to make it much easier to compile and run our Java code.